What if I told you that some of the symptoms you've been ignoring, fatigue, mood swings, stubborn weight gain, even poor sleep, might not be random at all, but your hormones quietly asking for help? And what if the solution isn't complicated treatments or expensive supplements, but something as simple as the food on your plate? Because the truth is, your body is incredibly intelligent. It knows how to heal, how to rebalance, and how to restore itself, if you give it the right support. Today, we're going to uncover some amazing foods that women should be eating to naturally balance hormones, boost energy, and feel like themselves again. And trust me, some of these foods might already be in your kitchen, but you're not using them the right way. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might look at your daily meals in a completely different way. Hormones are not something separate from your daily life. They are directly influenced by every bite of food you eat throughout the day. From the moment you wake up and choose your breakfast, your body begins interpreting nutrients as signals, deciding whether to produce, reduce, or balance specific hormones. These chemical messengers control everything from your metabolism and mood to your energy levels, sleep quality, and even how your body stores fat. When your diet is filled with highly processed foods, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats, it sends confusing signals that can disrupt this delicate system, leading to imbalances that often show up as fatigue, cravings, irritability, or stubborn weight gain. On the other hand, when you start choosing whole, nutrient-dense foods, your body receives clear instructions that support stability and balance. For example, foods rich in fiber like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains help regulate blood sugar levels, which directly impacts insulin, one of the most powerful hormones in the body. Stable blood sugar means fewer energy crashes, fewer cravings, and a more balanced mood throughout the day. Healthy fats from sources like nuts, seeds, avocados, and olive oil provide the building blocks your body needs to produce hormones properly, especially those related to reproductive health. Without enough of these fats, your body struggles to maintain hormonal harmony. Protein also plays a critical role, as it provides amino acids that are essential for hormone production and regulation. Including enough protein in your meals helps control hunger hormones, keeping you satisfied for longer and preventing overeating or constant snacking. At the same time, micronutrients such as magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D act as key supporters in hormonal processes. These nutrients are often lacking in modern diets, which is one reason so many people experience imbalances without realizing that their food choices are part of the problem. Even the timing and consistency of your meals matter. Skipping meals or relying on quick, sugary snacks can create spikes and crashes in blood sugar, putting stress on your hormonal system. Over time, this can lead to increased cortisol levels, the stress hormone that not only affects your mood but also encourages fat storage, especially around the abdomen. By eating balanced meals regularly, you help your body feel safe and supported, reducing stress signals and promoting a more stable internal environment. Your gut health is another powerful connection to hormones, as a large portion of hormone regulation is influenced by the bacteria living in your digestive system. Foods rich in fiber and natural probiotics help maintain a healthy gut, which in turn supports the proper breakdown and elimination of excess hormones like estrogen. When the gut is out of balance, hormones can become disrupted, leading to symptoms that many people don't immediately connect to digestion. Every meal is an opportunity to either support or challenge your hormonal balance. It's not about being perfect or restrictive, but about understanding that your body is constantly responding to what you feed it. Over time, consistent choices begin to reshape how your hormones function, helping you feel more energized, more focused, and more in control of your health without relying on extreme measures or quick fixes. Whole foods have a powerful and often underestimated ability to support hormonal balance and steady energy levels because they provide the body with nutrients in their most natural and usable form. Unlike processed foods that are stripped of fiber and loaded with additives, whole foods deliver a complete package of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and healthy fats that work together to nourish the body at a deeper level. When you eat foods in their natural state, your body doesn't have to struggle to interpret or process them, which allows your systems, including your hormonal system, to function more smoothly and efficiently. One of the most important benefits of whole foods is their ability to stabilize blood sugar levels. Foods like vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds contain fiber that slows down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. This steady release of energy prevents sudden spikes and crashes that can disrupt hormones like insulin and cortisol. When blood sugar is stable, your body experiences fewer cravings, more consistent energy throughout the day, and a reduced likelihood of mood swings. This stability becomes especially important for women, as hormonal fluctuations are already a natural part of the cycle, and unstable blood sugar can intensify those ups and downs. Healthy fats found in whole foods, such as avocados, olive oil, nuts, and seeds, play a critical role in hormone production. Hormones are made from fats, and without adequate intake of the right kinds of fats, the body may struggle to produce them in the right balance. These fats also support brain health, which is closely linked to mood-regulating hormones. When you include these nourishing fats in your meals, you're not just feeding your body, you're helping it maintain emotional stability and mental clarity. Whole foods are also rich in essential micronutrients that act as cofactors in countless hormonal processes. Magnesium, for example, helps regulate stress responses and supports better sleep, while zinc plays a key role in reproductive health and immune function. B vitamins are essential for energy production and help the body manage stress more effectively. When these nutrients are consistently provided through whole foods, the body is better equipped to maintain internal balance without being pushed into a state of deficiency or overload. Another important aspect is how whole foods support digestion and gut health. A healthy gut is deeply connected to hormone regulation as it helps break down, absorb, and eliminate hormones properly. Fiber-rich foods feed beneficial gut bacteria, which in turn support processes that keep hormones like estrogen in balance. When the gut is functioning well, the body can prevent the buildup of excess hormones that might otherwise lead to imbalances and unwanted symptoms. Energy levels are also closely tied to the quality of food you consume. Whole foods provide a more sustained and reliable source of energy compared to processed options that often lead to quick bursts followed by fatigue. This steady energy allows the body to perform daily functions without placing unnecessary stress on the adrenal glands, which are responsible for managing stress hormones. When energy is stable, the body remains in a more balanced state, reducing the risk of chronic fatigue and hormonal disruption. Choosing whole foods consistently creates a foundation where the body can operate as it was designed to, responding naturally and efficiently to internal needs. Instead of forcing the body to cope with artificial ingredients and empty calories, you are giving it the tools it needs to regulate itself, support its natural rhythms, and maintain a steady flow of energy throughout the day. Small, consistent habits have a much deeper impact on your body than extreme short-term efforts because your hormones respond best to stability and repetition. The body is always observing patterns, not one-time actions, and it adjusts its internal systems based on what you do regularly. When you make a healthy choice once in a while, it doesn't send a strong enough signal to create lasting change, but when you repeat that same choice daily, it becomes a message your body begins to trust. Over time, these repeated actions reshape how your hormones function, helping them move toward balance without putting the body under stress. Many people fall into the trap of trying to change everything at once, cutting out entire food groups, following strict diets, or pushing their bodies too hard with sudden lifestyle changes. While this might show quick results, it often creates stress within the body, increasing levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. Elevated cortisol can interfere with other hormones, slow down metabolism, and even lead to increased fat storage, especially around the abdomen. Instead of supporting balance, extreme approaches can push the body further out of alignment. When you focus on small habits, such as adding more whole foods to your meals, drinking enough water, getting consistent sleep, and managing stress in simple ways, you create an environment where the body feels safe. This sense of safety is essential for hormonal health because the body prioritizes survival over balance. If it senses stress or unpredictability, it shifts resources away from functions like reproduction, metabolism, and repair. By keeping your habits steady and manageable, you reduce stress signals and allow your hormones to regulate more naturally. Consistency also helps stabilize blood sugar levels, which play a central role in hormonal balance. Eating balanced meals at regular times rather than skipping meals or eating irregularly prevents the spikes and crashes that can disrupt insulin and cortisol. Over time, stable blood sugar supports better energy, fewer cravings, and improved mood. This creates a positive cycle where you feel better, making it easier to maintain those healthy habits without feeling forced or restricted. Sleep is another area where small, consistent habits make a powerful difference. Going to bed and waking up at similar times each day helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which directly influences hormone production. Hormones like melatonin, cortisol, and even hunger hormones depend on this rhythm to function properly. When sleep patterns are irregular, these hormones can become imbalanced, leading to fatigue, increased appetite, and difficulty managing stress. Physical activity also benefits from consistency rather than intensity. Gentle, regular movement such as walking, stretching, or moderate exercise supports circulation, reduces stress, and helps regulate hormones without overwhelming the body. Overtraining or sudden bursts of intense exercise can increase stress hormones, especially if the body is not used to it. A steady routine allows the body to adapt and respond positively over time. Even small actions like taking a few minutes each day to relax, breathe deeply, or step away from stress can have a cumulative effect on your hormonal system. These moments signal to the body that it is safe to lower stress levels, which supports overall balance. When these habits are practiced consistently, they become part of your lifestyle rather than something you have to think about or force yourself to do. Listening to your body is one of the most powerful and often overlooked ways to support healing, because your body is constantly sending signals about what it needs and how it's responding to your daily habits. These signals show up in many forms, such as energy levels, mood changes, cravings, digestion, sleep quality, and even skin health. Instead of seeing these as random or inconvenient symptoms, they can be understood as feedback, guiding you toward better choices that support balance, especially when it comes to hormones. Many people have become disconnected from these signals by relying too heavily on external rules, strict diets, or trends that don't consider individual needs. What works for one person may not work for another, because every body is unique in how it processes food, handles stress, and regulates hormones. When you begin to pay attention to how your body reacts after eating certain foods, you start to notice patterns. Some meals may leave you feeling energized and satisfied, while others might lead to bloating, fatigue, or cravings shortly after. These responses provide valuable insight into what your body prefers and what might be causing imbalance. Hunger and fullness cues are another important aspect of listening to your body. Eating when you are truly hungry and stopping when you are comfortably satisfied helps regulate hormones related to appetite, such as those that signal hunger and satiety. Ignoring these cues, whether by skipping meals or overeating, can disrupt these signals over time, making it harder to recognize what your body actually needs. By tuning into these natural cues, you create a more balanced relationship with food that supports hormonal health. Cravings are often misunderstood, but they can also be a form of communication. While some cravings may be influenced by habits or emotional triggers, others can indicate that your body is lacking certain nutrients. For example, persistent cravings for sugary foods may be linked to unstable blood sugar levels, while cravings for salty or rich foods might reflect a need for minerals or healthy fats. Instead of simply resisting cravings, it can be helpful to explore what your body might be asking for and respond in a way that nourishes rather than restricts. Your energy levels throughout the day also offer important clues. Consistent energy suggests that your body is receiving the right balance of nutrients and support, while frequent fatigue or energy crashes may indicate imbalances in blood sugar or stress hormones. Paying attention to these patterns can help you adjust your meals, sleep habits, and daily routine to better support your body's needs. Stress and emotional well-being are deeply connected to how your body feels and functions. When you notice signs of stress, such as tension, irritability, or difficulty focusing, it's a signal that your body may need rest, relaxation, or a break from certain pressures. Ignoring these signals can lead to prolonged stress, which directly affects hormonal balance. Taking time to respond to these cues with simple actions like rest, movement, or quiet moments can help restore a sense of balance. Sleep quality is another area where your body communicates clearly. Difficulty falling asleep, waking up frequently, or feeling unrested in the morning can indicate that your routine, stress levels, or even your diet may need adjustment. By observing these patterns and making small changes, you support the natural rhythms that control hormone production. Developing awareness takes practice, but over time it becomes easier to recognize what your body is telling you and respond in a way that supports long-term health and balance. As we wrap up, remember this: balancing your hormones isn't about perfection, and it's definitely not about extreme diets. It's about small, consistent choices that nourish your body from the inside out. The foods you eat every single day are sending powerful signals to your hormones, either helping them work in harmony or pushing them further out of balance. And the best part is, you have control over that starting today. Start simple, add these foods into your routine, listen to your body, and give it time to respond. Real change doesn't happen overnight, but when it happens naturally, it lasts. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more simple, science-backed health insights. Your body is always communicating with you. Now it's time to start listening.